Notre Dame is in the Elite Eight for the first time since 1979. 32-5, 8 straight wins. Now, can the Irish beat #1 Kentucky? I'm Jeff Fischel with Jason Capel. All right, the Irish had to be feeling good, Jason, coming off an 81-70 win over Wichita State. But then Kentucky goes out and steamrolls West Virginia. Fans, I want to know at home, do you think Notre Dame can pull off the upset? Tweet us at the ACCDN. Jason, what is the recipe for an upset?
Well, 3 things have to happen, and Kentucky has to play along with these 3 things happening. And also, when you look at what Notre Dame has to do, they have to rebound the basketball. They gave up 15 offensive rebounds to Wichita State. When you think of Kentucky, the first thing that jumps off the page, their size, the biggest team in the country, full of athletes. They have to demand and command the backboard when you're talking about Notre Dame. Number 2, utilizing the 3-point line. The Irish made 9 against Wichita State. They may have to make 12 or 13 against this Kentucky ball club because it's tough to get all the way to the rim against that size. And then last, Zach August, the biggest player for the Irish. Their postman inside who went 6 for 6 in the contest against Wichita State. He has to stay out of foul trouble. They need him on the floor. He's the biggest player on the team, of a team that only plays 7 guys. So he has to remain on the floor, out of foul trouble, and productive as the game moves forward.
Kentucky in the last month has only had 1 game where it's even been in single digits. What have you seen when Kentucky has struggled that could keep the Irish in this game?
Well, they had games in conference play when you look back mid-year when they had 2 overtime games within the SEC. There's not a formula. There's no riddle that's been cracked because they're undefeated. But teams that have bigger players have utilized those guys inside. They tried to rough the game up. Teams, when you think of Ole Miss, they made 9 3-point shots. They were able to utilize that 3-point line. Texas A&M, Daniel House went for 25 points. They had 1 guy that could break the offense and go score the basketball. You look at Cincinnati last week, they tried to make the game ugly. They made it a street fight. So there's no formula that has worked.
Right.
So for the Irish, they have to make shots, they have to rebound, and they have to have a little bit of the luck of the Irish.
There it is. It takes a little bit of the luck of the Irish. What do you think? Can Notre Dame pull off the huge shocker in the NCAA tournament? Tweet us at the ACCDN. You're watching the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday. I'm Jeff Fischel from the ACC Digital Network. For more great content like you've just watched, click one of these boxes. And to make sure you don't miss anything, click subscribe.